if it makes you feel better, go ahead. You know, it's okay. Okay, now it's a silent movie.
There you go. My name's Nick Chai, I'm the founder of 5 Years Financial Freedom, and I am joined by Rob Aalders, who has just got off speaking on stage here in Johannesburg at Tycoons of Wealth. Now, your presentation was about
the European Value Broker.
The European Value Broker, okay. So, I'm just going to list off some stats here. Last year, your stock portfolio rose by 160%.
That's correct.
You've been trading for 3 years.
That's right.
And you made the decision to start trading because you were pretty heavily in debt.
I was unemployed. Okay. And we were getting out of the economic crisis in Europe. And I realized something. And it was the following. The government is not going to take responsibility for your financial needs. Your pension will be less. The benefits are less. If you want to do something, you need to pay for it by yourself. And I'm not talking about retiring early. I'm just talking about retiring. Yeah? So I realized really quickly, I need to find a way to make money, but I want to keep my overheads really low. Yes, you're correct. I was in debt. I didn't want to start an office. I didn't want to buy equipment. I didn't want to employ people. I needed something, and I heard the saying, sitting on the beach, making 3% a month, and drinking pina colada. I thought, wow, this is something for me. And I started trading stocks on the American market. And I got hooked to it. And it's a really strange thing. You sit there, you look at a screen, and you see green and red bars. Green bars means you're greedy. Red bars means you're scared. Okay, now look at a graph and try and see what is the story that's developing there between fear and greed. That's what stock trading is about.
So, where do you build this story? Where do you find all the, narratives? Is that just you reading newspapers all day? Or?
No. You read graphs. I call it chart time. Real hard chart time. You open a chart of a company, you look at minimum a year. So I don't do IPOs, initial stock emissions and things like that. I need to work with a company which has at least a year history in stocks. And then you look for patterns. When you look for patterns, every sinew in your body is, if you see something that you recognize, and you think, I know where that's going to end, you start predicting. Once you start predicting the market, it's over. Because the market will come back to you and prove you wrong every time. So you have to read what's going on between the people that are greedy and the people that have fear, the buyers and sellers. But once you get into that story, don't think about the ending. Think about the opportunity. Actually, you're like a shark in the ocean looking for fish to eat. That's what stock trading is about. You're moving in the ocean looking for fish to eat. And the opportunities may be large or small. But every time you go in, minimize your loss, maximize your profit. I think, that's everybody. Everybody does it like that.
Yeah, buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah, but there's another real secret. You can also buy high and sell low, and you also make money on that one. That's called short selling. You don't buy the stock, you borrow the stock. Then the price of that stock decreases, and you're buying. Then at that moment, you're buying back the stock at a lower price, and you give the stock to the broker, and you keep your change in your profit. That's selling low. But these are techniques. Now we're getting into the technical. But I saw stock trading as a way to secure my future. A pension or a government pension, it's like a shared something. By the time you're ready to retire, the government can say, well, it's finished. All your rights are gone, it's evaporated. But if you have an individual right, which means you made money by trading stocks, and this profit is on an account, and the account is on your name, that is only yours. Nobody can take it away. These are not shared funds of money. These are your funds of money. And when you use that after you retire, you also come into a lower tax bracket, which is also really interesting. In Holland, profits from stock trading are non-taxed according to income tax system, but wealth tax. In Holland, you pay something like 1.4%, which means when you do stock trading and you get an income from that, you need less money to live from because you're not dishing out 40% for income tax.
So, last night, Rob and I were enjoying a steak at the Butcher and Grill.
That's right.
It's a famous restaurant here in Johannesburg. And he said to me, all you need is £500,000. No, what did you say? He said, if you had £500,000,
all you need is a golden goose of £500,000. If you make 10% on that £500,000, you have an income of £50,000. That's a good monthly income. Then we said that's before tax. After tax, it's around £3,000 a month. So when you're young and you have time, do everything it takes to save £1 million. But what happens to that initial sum of money if you make 20% interest? You only need £250,000. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
so for someone who is, the average wage in the UK is 24,000 a year, which is roughly, I think, 1.8 per month. Someone who makes that amount of money, the things we're talking about just seem crazy. What are some first steps that people can do to start amassing this golden goose?
Become a Spartan. Don't waste money on coffee, sandwiches, snacks. Think in saving money so that you can build your golden goose. Don't go on vacation until you can really afford it. We think of vacation as a necessity, but that's not true. A vacation is still a luxury. Think about your health as well, because that's a really important asset. And in that way, you're able to save money. If you keep healthy, you live frugally until you've saved that amount of money, then you have a future. Up to that moment, don't think about wasting any money.
All right, so we're frugally living.
That's it.
We're maintaining the health of our bodies. We're probably saving maybe £800 a month. We're doing okay. We're on the way. The question then becomes, how do we get to that 20% return on our golden goose?
That's education. You need to educate yourself in things that you weren't educated about. At school, they didn't teach you about stock trading. They didn't teach you about financial things. It means that you have to find out by yourself. In this information age, there's an overkill on information. You Google something and you have more information than you can handle. But if you understand your own character, if you understand how you function, and you start Googling something about trading or Forex or whatever, it has to fit you. These skills are not money-making skills, but they are skills you need to live in these modern times. If you're not computer literate, it means you're at a disadvantage. you have to get with the program. You need to develop a really curious mind. And you need to have a mindset that you do what it takes, whatever. I mean, if it's learning a new skill or learning financial education or whatever, do whatever it takes. Never think I'm done. And that's, like sell your TV. You've got money to save on that and do other things. This is the mentality that you need to develop. Another thing, and this is a golden tip, you need to be 4 things in order to learn and develop. The first thing, you need to be coachable. Coachable means you don't need an ego, you need hunger, you need to know, you want to find out, you want to listen to people, not that don't know it, that made a mistake. You need to listen to people that are where you want to be. The second thing, you need to have a big enough why. And the why is not the yacht and the big house and all the other stuff. Your why should be the things that make you sick and tired of being sick and tired. The third thing is you need to have a passion. You need to love the process. And when I mean love the process, I mean if I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you to do something that you love to do, you're going to do it.
Okay.
Because that's what you love. And the fourth thing is surround yourself with people that pull you up, that demand everything from you, and make yourself a bigger person and a better person. That's how I did it. These are the tips.
So if you're interested in building your golden goose or want to know more about how you can get a 10 to 20% returning of your investment, talk to Rob. How do they contact you?
www.robalderscoaching.nl or info@robalderscoaching.nl or find me on YouTube. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Cool. All right.